Morgan Woodley is a talented young sportsman who in a short amount of time has achieved an incredible amount of success in WA harness racing. Earlier in August at Gloucester Park, he claimed an historic milestone.
But it's win number 1,000 for Morgan Woodley, and he races home to win brilliantly on 2 Transcend.
At just 24 years of age, Morgan became the youngest Australian driver to drive 1,000 winners, and he appears destined to smash future records.
I think that he's could smash it. Could smash all the records over here in WA and even in Australia.
He is number one. He is numero uno in my book in Australia as a young reinsman.
It's not until you have a milestone like 1,000 winners in your career or something like that, you do look back on some of these things, and yeah, they were great times and great achievements that I'm certainly very proud of.
Today, Morgan resides south of Perth on a semi-rural property with his partner Stephanie and their young daughter Grace and son Giuseppe. Morgan's love and passion for harness racing was largely due to his parents.
Basically just through that family involvement, growing up with the harness racing, that it's been a natural progression right into what I'm doing now. Morgan was granted a licence in 2005 and success arrived immediately when he scored a first up win on Ultimate Sin, a horse he raced in partnership with his mum Debbie and her partner, trainer Nigel Johns.
Morgan Woodley is going to win at his first race drive, and it's all Ultimate Sin. Ultimate Sin is going to bolt in, wins by 2 to Bella Lane.
A smile like a split watermelon the whole way home from York, which was a long drive, and that just lasted for weeks on end, that feeling of genuine happiness.
His first major success came courtesy of the Justin Warwick trained Scruffy Murphy, who proved too strong in the Group 2 Governors Cup.
Scruffy Murphy put his nose in front and won. Scruffy Murphy nailed No Blue Manor right on the line.
The first 12 months of my career just went really quick. It was just all going out and driving and not a care in the world really. It was just get out there and do your best, and things were falling my way. Morgan was driven to succeed from early on, but conceded his attitude may have caused anguish to several of his rivals. And I think for most young guys, or girls for that matter, sort of around that age, you can have that bit of air of cockiness about you and somewhat of an attitude. In March 2008, he began his race day association with the outstanding 2-year-old James Matthew for trainer Peter Anderson.
He did the work at the trials and was rewarded with the race drives, and the rest was history, yeah.
But in the straight now, and James Matthews got it shot to bits, and he's sitting up on a Woodley. He is a standard bred stunner and a juvenile giant, James Matthew. He's just moving in another dimension to his rivals.
Horses like him that just make my life so easy, my job so easy. I mean, anyone could have drove him to the wins in which he had. It was just so easy, just point him in the right direction and off he went. Anderson remains an avid fan of Morgan and said he identified early that the young man was a budding star.
He's had a lot of confidence. You know, some people call it ego, but it's confidence, and if they haven't got it, they're never going to go anywhere.
Morgan arguably scored his best win when Mr Magical Mac flashed home late in the 2009 WA Pacing Cup. So I was starting to get excited this horse can run a place in this race. And it wasn't until right near the line it dawned on me that this horse is going to win.
Mr Magical Mac and Hayton Brain are getting home, and then Fleur de Lille. Here's Mr Magical Mac cutting down Hayton Brain and Divisive. Mr Magical Mac Divisive, nearly a dead heat. Mr Magical Mac came with a swooping run to beat Divisive in a fantastic finish. I think it got up by a nose, but it was a brilliant drive.
More Group 1 success followed when Crombie, trained by Ross Oliveri, won the 2010 WA Derby.
Crombie with his head in front. Crombie beat David Hercules.
Morgan humbly credits many people with his success, but pays special tribute to 2 of his idols, iconic drivers Chris Lewis and Colin Brown.
I'd like to think that we've had some input into the driver and the person he is today.
They can even take a little bit out of it, that they feel a little bit of pride watching me come from where I was to where I am now, because they've played a role in that as well.
For Morgan, life away from the racetrack centres on his family and partner Stephanie, who is building her own profile as a harness trainer.
I enjoy them as a breed. I've got a few show horses of my own. They're just really nice animals to work with and less flighty and nice horses just to deal with on a daily basis for me.
She's doing all the 1%ers that I think really make a difference with horses and showing real dedication to it. So I think if she can apply those same techniques to some better horses, she'll really have a good career in future.
And she celebrated her own individual success when Up Major gelding Bolshevik won at Pinjarra earlier in June.
Good finish coming up, grandstand finish, hitting the top Bolshevik. He's putting his head in front and has got the prize.
Morgan says his major goal is to win the Inter-Dominion.
Not many people are lucky enough to win them, and probably it's maybe even unattainable for me, but that's certainly something that I've got in the back of my mind that I would like to achieve.
He gives it his full 100% every time he goes out there, and for me, as his partner, I'm really proud of his achievement.
Morgan Woodley, with 6 Group 1, 5 Group 2 and 10 Group 3 victories, is one of the hottest drivers in WA harness racing. And according to many, he's destined for further success.
He's got it all. He's very good at playing percentages and taking the right runs and giving horses every chance.
Horses do run for him, naturally run for him. He's a natural lightweight. He's got a good pair of hands.
He gives them every chance. He rates them beautifully in the breeze or in front, and he's the full package.